G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So, I've got a really heavy video for you guys. I definitely originally decided not to put this on my vlog, but I chose this life when I decided to vlog, and I know if I don't tell you what happened that there might be rumors and stuff, and it is directly related to fish in a way, so I think I owe you guys an explanation. And also I want to put the safety risk out there because I almost lost my house. It's been 2 days now. I haven't really slept. The anxiety's through the roof. I didn't take any videos when everything was set up, so it looks kind of different now, but I'll put some photos in a minute. But so tomorrow guys, fly tank video. If you'll notice there, they've got black on them. That's because I worked on them. The fire did damage the end of these two tanks, but on the inside it looks perfect still. It's only cracked the outside layer of the ply. So I'm thinking I'll just fill it and re-gel coat it, which is annoying because that end is the finished surface. That's done. Like, now I've got to redo it. But these tanks were less than a meter away from the fire, so the fact that much they survived is amazing. What else did I want to say before I show you the photos? We lost the rainbows, guys, but the rainbows were my troopers. They saved my house in a way, and I'll show you that in the photos. So anyway, let's have a look at the photos and then I'll get back to you. So here's a bit of an overview of what it looked like in the morning when we woke up. This is everything untouched. Huge holes in the roof. The beams need replacing. And then our bikes. For anybody who knows, they're pretty much brand new. They got totaled. This is a photo after the couch was moved out. In this one here, I left this photo in for a bit longer. Look, you can actually see the fish tank shattered and put the couch out in a way. So it didn't save the house, but it definitely gave us a few more minutes up our sleeve. This one's just an overview. Alright guys, so everything that got burnt has been put up in that back corner. I can't throw any of it out until the insurance assessor comes, which is in the next hour or two. I was kind of going to film this after I'd spoke to the assessors, but basically, because I'm recording this video and posting it straight away, it'll be too late if I do it later. And also I wanted to get the sunlight. But anyway, so here's the damage. So structurally, my decking, that's my biggest upset. I laid this decking. It's like my pride and joy. You guys know how much I love my backyard. And I know it can be repaired. The only thing that I don't like is you're always going to see the patch. You're going to be able to see, like, obviously they would run new boards through. There's always going to be the color difference. But what I might do is, like, in a few years, or probably like 2 years, when this needs oiling, instead of oiling it, I'll sand the whole thing with a floor sander. And basically there's some cupping that I would like to get rid of, and the floor sander will get rid of that. So I might just have to put up with the patchy work for a couple of years, and when I sand the whole thing and then restain it, you won't notice it. The windows cracked, both windows. It's just crazy how much heat was throwing off. So the fire was this far away from the window, which is like 1.2 meters, and those windows cracked. So that's how much heat it was throwing off. None of the patio burnt, the timber. And I'm pretty sure this stuff is like crazy fire retardant, because it didn't burn, it just melted. So like if that was more flammable and that caught fire, my house would be gone 100%. The fact that this didn't catch fire saved my house as well. So we had like hanging pot plants along here. They were like that wicker sort of I don't know, cotton basket things. They all went up. We had our 2 push bikes parked behind there. I don't know if I told you guys on the vlog, but if you remember, I've only ridden my bike twice. Like, it's literally brand new. My missus' bike isn't brand new. It's about 2 years old, but same. She didn't ride hers until I got mine. So they've both only been ridden like twice. I guess it doesn't matter. It'll be replaced by insurance. And we lost the 4-foot fish tank. Obviously that's also in insurance, but I think what's going to happen if I'm not sure if I'm going to get paid out or whether I have to go proof of purchase. I've never done insurance before, but either way, even if I get a new 4-foot, I'm just going to sell it straight away. I was already thinking about shutting that tank down and selling it, but I had nowhere to put the rainbows in the fish room. Obviously the rainbows are gone. When I finally put the fire out, I found like 2 flapping on the ground. I threw them in the pond, so there's a chance that they're still in the pond. That you're not going to be able to see it in this rain. I think they'll just end up in the filter baskets, but we'll see. The bird's copying my cough. Did I explain how it started? I can't remember, but I quickly just cover it again. So we had this exact same pot and exact same plant, and we had these mosquito sticks. So the stick was in the pot. On Sunday night we lit it at 5 p.m. The fire didn't start until 11 p.m. Monday night. So the stick smoldered in the potting mix. The potting mix is like I can't remember what brand. It's good potting mix. It's not really soil. It's mostly organic matter and mulch. So like the plant hadn't been watered for a while. The top layer was dry. It's definitely what started it, because Monday night at like 7 p.m. I said to my missus, I can smell fire. People must be lighting their fires because it's cold and it's the start of the rain, which you can see falling from the sky. And I said to her, I was like, nah, somebody must be burning something in their backyard, because it smells like plastic. So I smelt it. My brother-in-law was here. That afternoon, he also said he smelt it. My missus said she smelt it. I went out to the fish room at 8 o'clock. So only, 3 hours before it started. I walked past here more than 10 times, and that was on fire the whole time. It's just crazy. I'm still in and then like I try to tell people, how did your fire start? I ring the insurance company. They're like, are you sure it was a mosquito stick burning for 30 hours? They're like basically saying like my story sounds pretty far-fetched, which it does. Like 30 hours. And then obviously I don't really know. So like this looks like the epicenter of the fire. and when the frame was there, it definitely looked like here was burnt more than here. So I'm kind of thinking we had like these 100-kilometer-an-hour winds. I reckon one of the embers jumped up onto the couch. I don't think that burnt first. I reckon ember, it was smoldering, ember jumped up, couch lit on fire and burnt backwards. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It'll get repaired. I just got to pay the excess, I guess. All our lights got the wires melted, so none of the patio lights turn on anymore. I honestly think the whole roof is going to have to be sheeted, because you probably won't be able to see it on camera, but even like up here, the metal capping got that hot that the metal's like melted into the sheets a bit. So I didn't tell you the most important part. The koi pond saved my house. So where is it? And it's gone. So if you catch tomorrow's video, I was fiberglassing up there. And I had my fiberglass buckets. They were just like red buckets. I went to grab the hose and I was looking at it. Like, when I came out, the fire was all the way from there. The hood of the fish tank was on fire. The pot plants were on fire. The flames were like the height, so it was basically a wall of fire. And my first thought was, I'm not saving the house. I didn't think to ring the fire brigade at all. I'm not sure why. I can't really remember, to be honest. But, and then I grabbed the bucket. Meanwhile, my miss is still asleep. I'm screaming. She thought I got electrocuted for some reason. So I'm like screaming. And I throw this first bucket on. And I don't know, to me, the first bucket looked like the fire got bigger. And then I just kept bucketing. I reckon I threw about 15 buckets and it was contained. And then in the meantime, while I was bucketing, Ange got the hose from out the front and she was hosing, and it was on fire under the decking. There was like a pile of potting mix that was still smoldering, and I sprayed that hose for like 20 minutes to half an hour, and it was still smoldering, and I just kept going and going until it stopped smoldering. And then I know I made a mistake. The insurance company said, like, why didn't I ring the fire brigade? I just went into panic mode. I didn't even pick up my phone. I didn't have I was in like a pair of shorts. I didn't have a shirt on, nothing. I actually had a shirt in my hand, and then the shirt was like on the ground there. I don't actually remember picking it up. So just to give you guys reference, or not reference, but so this is my hallway, and then my bedroom's here. So I haven't told you how the fire started. I'll tell you in a minute. But anyway, I mean how I woke up. So I got up. I had a shirt in my hand or something, or I was putting it on, and I opened this door, and that wall was bright red. I don't know why I didn't call my missus then, to be honest. And I thought it was in the house, but luckily it wasn't. It was just that curtain was up. It was just reflecting down the hallway, all white walls and that. How did it start? I mean, how did I find out? So this decking is bolted to that wall. So whenever anything makes a noise on this decking, it's reasonably clear to hear in our room. We've had a couple of koi jump out in the middle of the night. They only seem to jump at night. I've never had one jump during the day, I don't think. But anyway, so we've actually been in bed like here, like kadung kadung, and jumped out of bed and like saved the koi. So basically it sounded like this. And so it woke me up. I didn't know if I was dreaming. And then there was a second one. Like, it sounded like a piece of plastic dropping on the decking. And then by a third one, I got up. So first one, I was like, I think it might be a dream. Second one, I was like, oh, maybe a branch fell from the trees up there and like hit the decking. Third one, I was like, that's way too consistent to be a branch falling. I still don't know why I really woke up, because I'm a deep sleeper, but waking up saved my house. I guess, like, I'm not superstitious at all, but like, I 100% believe something was wrong, like, as soon as I woke up. I don't know why. But yeah, that's my story. So back to the original reason why I wanted to tell you about the story. I lost the rainbows, which I know a few of you would be asking about that in the future, so I owe you an explanation for them. And B, it actually means I can't work on the ply tanks for a while. When we sanded it the other day, which, oh, you guys won't see that until tomorrow. When I sanded the ply tanks, I've got heaps of exposed ply. These tanks got drenched when I was bucketing the water, so the ply can't be damp at all for me to fiberglass. So basically I kind of need to think about rearranging the shed so I can get these in the shed so they can sit and dry for a while. Or the other option is I take them back to work where there's more space, and finish them there and don't bring them back until they're completely finished. I'll toy with those two ideas in my head, and obviously you guys will find out next time I make a video, because I'll be either here or there. I don't want to take them back to work because there's literally like 2 coats. All I've got to do, I've got to fiberglass the raw bits that I sanded. I've got to resin them, and then I want to do another resin of the whole internal, and then I want to gel coat the internal. It's literally 1 day's work. I don't want to take them back to work to do 1 day's work on them. But if I can't dry them here, I might have to. But anyway, guys, thank God for the koi pond, hey? It saved my house. That thing right there. A garden hose wouldn't have put it out, and realistically, like, a fire brigade is going to take 30 minutes minimum to get here. They might get here quicker than that, but I'm in disbelief that they would. And the house would have been gone by then. The fish tank exploded and wet the front of that couch. That was a ticking time bomb. It probably gained us a minute or two, but if I didn't hose it out, the front of that fish tank was on fire. So that's only minutes for the eave to be on fire. I don't think I really need to get inside the ceiling and see if any of the jarrah got damaged. It should be fine. But anyway, guys, the insurance guy's actually here. So if you like this video, give it a like, even though it's sad, just because likes are good for my videos. If you want to subscribe for more, hit the little red button. I promise if this is the first video of mine you're watching, they're not all this gloomy. Normally I'm happy, Larry, and joking about. Peace out.